It's a spell check. It's a spell check and grammar check. Actually, on the document, so that's only gonna take 5 seconds. Click that and go through that. At least do that much for us. And so that way we'll know, even if it is some conflicting information in there, at least all the words spelled correct. We can at least make sure that's done. So that'll be good. We talked about ESY, that ESY deal, that's pretty much for Mr. Bell and Ms. Hollingsworth, and so we'll get with them individually. Spared inventory. I think I handed some of you all spared inventory. Ms. Clark, I have my file on.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, you know what, y'all? Well, I'll just let him look through that. And keep to it, take
Well, we don't go around doing that. Because we talked about it, but we never made move on it.
Probably, because she was supposed to come last Thursday, but she called and said that she needed to reschedule. She wanted to push it to that Monday. I told her, well, we couldn't do it that Monday. So, any given day, she might send an email and say, well, I'm coming today. And so, what I want to do is go ahead and try to pinpoint as much of our technology as possible. So when she does come, it'll already be addressed and taken care of. And so, due to the fire this summer, we have stuff everywhere. And so, Coach, their stuff is no longer here, so they have totally new stuff. Miss Kimball's lab has things, some everywhere. Some of the stuff that we had is kind of everywhere. And so, it's going to be a little scavenger hunt to find some of this stuff. And some stuff, honestly, we may not ever find. We may not ever find. And so, I gave out these so you can kind of identify. Of course, the first page is all in Mr. Bell's class, so he says everything should be there, but I'll check with him. And you can kind of identify by the teacher what was assigned to you. And if it's something that you had that you no longer have, we'll just make notation on the back of that page what your new technology is, as opposed to what you did have. So some of the serial numbers and tag numbers and things, of course, will change, but we just want to document what we have now, so we can show proof where this was lost in the fire, this is what was replaced with it. This was lost at this time, it was replaced with this. This was salvaged, this was sent back to Space Center because it didn't work anymore, it was replaced with this. And so that's just to cover us, Mr. Bedford, when he originally received the report, he stopped myself. Did he stop you as well, Coach? I know he stopped me, and he wanted to know, how certain we were about these things, and I told him, we would get with him once we did a correct inventory to see what all we had. So let's locate existing equipment and then document any new equipment that we might have. Coach, you got anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
No, I'm just saying that, of course, what's on this list for me.
It's wrong. I mean, it's savage. Yeah.
It's not, it's not savage. I mean, it's wrong.
Well, I hope they take that into consideration. What we're just going to do, everything in here is going to be brand new. So we might just do just a separate sheet and attach that sheet to this. And all this other we just do is say lost in fire. I mean, there's no understand. Everything is
y'all
we're not too much worried about that as far as our classroom. Secondly, we got a lot of deadlines that kind of go over. We got a lot of deadlines that we have to meet. That we need to make sure that we start meeting. It's a lot of things we got to get done probably before this week is up. So this projected list, we need to get that done as soon as possible. And if you have to be out of class to get it done, because let the teacher know, that you got some spare paperwork that needs to be done, and you got to get it done before the week is up. And if you get that information to one of us, and we get it over there, but we got to get that done before the week is up. That's really the main thing for this week. And like I said, we just gotta kind of start tightening up on some things so we won't hit it all at one time. Some of y'all have a lot of IEPs, and like I said, we should work with myself and Ms. Graham. We can kind of stick our heads in, get them done, we have to get them done. And people are some not here to hear this, but when we have an IEP and you have a certain date, let's not wait for the parent. The parent doesn't come that day. Let's get it in and get over to Night Street so we can get out of it. The main thing is we need to start getting. We've done a great job with it, but we need to make sure that we don't start getting letters from Night Street. I hate letters. Y'all don't see them, but I see them and Mr. Wood can see them. And every night, and sometimes they send Mr. Bedford, he kind of.
Yeah, most times they copy him on it.
Right.
And of course he'll never come to y'all. But he's gonna start at coach. If he can't find coach, then he's gonna ask me, or then he's gonna call both of us in. And he has no understanding. He has no understanding about it. And it's understandable, because that's just some things that we can avoid. You have any questions?
Any questions, comments, concerns,
issues? Anybody need help with anything?
I need a lot of help.
I do too.
I'm gonna make sure I knock everything out. I'll knock mine out real quick, and y'all let me know what I can help y'all with. And I'll come down, or I just do it from up there. I'll help y'all.
So when y'all want to start doing the equipment,
Let's look at after we come back. Maybe if she doesn't call us to tell us that we need a certain date,
right.
I want to start doing it after April the 17th.
Right. Oh, okay.
So we can get some stuff that we need to get in to them. So if she doesn't call us and say, I'm going to be there in the next couple of days, which I don't think she's going to do.
Well, how about I can start doing that Monday? I mean, when we come back.
Well, I'm saying, that's fine, but if, let's say we want to make sure we don't start no later than April the 17th.
And so, Coach, if you have that downtime, Coach, so that's not a problem.
I start upstairs
start on our
because
end.
some of our stuff might be down there in that computer
Some
lab.
of it is in that lab. Yeah, some
it's
of
all
it is
dismounted everywhere. So
See, that's another thing we need to let them know. Even though y'all were not directly affected by the fire,
It took the whole wing up.
and it still went up,
upstairs.
and they had to do some things, and things were just sent everywhere. Because even before we got to everything, they just threw stuff away.
Yes, sir.
So, but I think that they probably would take into consideration the fire and won't push it. But I think the person that's panicking more is going to, like say, Mr. Bell, he has no understanding.
No understanding. And then we have some things that are added.
Teachers and students, for
Like
consideration.
these printers.
I need Angela,
the new
Angela
printers.
Allen, Jessica
All of that stuff
Cawthorn,
is new.
Bobby Davis,
Our printers
Journey
upstairs, it's
Davis,
new, so we add that stuff
Denicia
to the list, too.
Giffindanner, Jalen Smith, Tamia Sibley,
class with.
Jesse Tiers,
Only for the
Carrington
students
Williams,
we have now.
Tiana Wright, and LaTravian Wright to report to the front office, please.
You know, let me ask you about that. Yeah, are they asking for, like, for Miss Clark, since her kids' number come from another school, she would have a list?
When we do when we, just like, remember when we sat down the other day and we sat in the meeting?
Right.
And we went outside to do it last year, and that's how we're doing.
Right.
If what you got from other schools, it has nothing to do with
Right.
us.
So you...
They have to do it.
Yeah, you won't have to do it, but I'll probably have to document your kids.
Well, no, what she's going to do, her kids on her class data sheet. She's going to list all them on it, whatever information you're going to get, and put projected grade for next year. Okay?
And I'll do the same.
You'll do the same for
for
your
ninth.
kids. So everybody on your class data sheet, that's what you're going to use and project for next year. The seniors will not go on here
Right.
unless we know that they're failing.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because we've done a list for the seniors already, and that was sent sometime
Yeah, the
ago
week
on that, yeah. So just use the class data sheet. What I would do is, I'm gonna try to get your address for you to put in that they have in J campus. I'll get that for you to put on there. You can do everything else, and everything else we'll do. None of our kids will do a transition visit.
Right. None.
Even the ones coming from 8th going to 9th will not do a transition visit. Most of the kids we get come from other places. You know, but we don't never, our kids never go somewhere else where they have to do this. So on that part, everything will be no for that. Even our ED students, they come from other places, so that would be no for that. So just use your class data sheet. You know, you have everything on there that you need. All our kids basically have high school 150 minutes. That's going to be consistent right there, 150.
In middle school, we do 90.
Okay, well, okay. I never knew that. So it'd be 150.
Yeah.
Okay, but today is Tuesday. Please have this at least by Wednesday so we can have a little downtime. So I wouldn't put a lot of pressure on Ms. Graham with her typing skills, so she won't be mad at me.
That's right. Mr. Graham?
Right here. Right here.
Okay, but and another thing, and you know, I didn't do it to your high school, in the middle school, but I think this year has been pretty much successful. The last 2 years we haven't had, 3 years or more, 3.5 years, IS. We basically handling everything on our own. And I think what it did do, everybody just pulled their own weight. And a lot of things that we are doing or have done, a lot of the other schools have not done. When we go to meetings and they sit in a meeting and here I just sit there and just look, and these people having problems after problems after problems after problems, and then they come back and ask us, and we say we're like Ames Webb. We've done Ames Webb, TAVE testing. A lot of schools have not even started doing it. Getting information into them. We never have to go there and they have to give something back to us or tell us, you need to turn this in, turn this in. And I'm saying that means that we're doing, everybody's putting their weight.
And while Coach is on it, I just want to thank all of you all really for what you have been doing and what I believe you'll continue to do. We really work well as a team. We really work well together, even when we have pieces that leave. You know, we lost, you know, Harden, and who else did we lose from last year? Yeah, we lost Paris. You know, we lost Miss Kimball, and so and then we received Mr. Rose, Mr. Hudson. We had Miss Fuller for that time. You know. Coach, we picked up Coach. Coach wasn't doing so. You know, we're able to function and interchange. You know, anybody that we have, if they're willing to work with us, we're gonna work. And so all we ask is that you all keep giving the energy that you're giving, and just keep doing what you're doing. And if we ask you to do something, no, it's really probably 9 out of 10. It's not us asking because we're just trying to give you something to do. We asking because it's necessary. We're not going to put anything on anybody that's not necessary. If we ask for something, that means we need it. We need it.
And a lot of times, you know, I hate to say it, but it is true. It's about favors. You know, I do a lot of things, so when I go in there and say, I need this, I don't have no, okay, so what you need, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I need to go somewhere, we need to do this. And that's what it's really about. But to piggyback, you all done a wonderful job. We made our job as lead teachers easy. A lot of things that, you know, I know I go to Ms. Graham last minute, it's done. You know, you bring custom classes and everything. I know I get on her nerves sometimes, and Ms. Fuller really, and she's not here, but I told her before she left, but she really picked up the pace when Ms. Graham was out. For 4 months, Ms. Graham was out.
It's only 3.
However many.
She was out 4 months.
You don't take for those.
Now I got that on count.